Yo, what's going on guys, Manny here and welcome to another FUT Champions video. This week, or the weekend just gone, we used a full Liverpool side, which is something I wanted to do for quite a while, and I'm happy I finally got around to it because it's a little bit different. Obviously you guys see me use my team with mostly icons and Maldini, Van Dijk and Pele, whatnot. But I thought let's change it around a little bit, so that's exactly what we're doing this week. Right, so obviously this was on stream, and some people voiced their opinions to say that if I used icons that would be deemed as cheating. So I did a poll and the people voted, and they wanted me to use previous Liverpool players, these icons that we have in the game that used to play for Liverpool. So that's Steven Gerrard, Kenny Dalglish, Ian Rush. They wanted to see all that. So with the icons winning, we put them in the side. I had Dalglish, and obviously I was trying to work the team around. I thought the best way to go about it was to go with a 4-3-3 because that is essentially what Liverpool do play in real life. But yeah, we sold our 89 Mane, or we put him up for sale, and it was a bit frustrating because we needed an extra 400k or so, 500k to try and get this left wing Mane, which we eventually got. I didn't think there would be much difference between the two cards. Obviously you guys know the weekend I got top 100. I had the striker Mane up front and he was doing an absolute madness with Pele. But yeah, with this we got the left wing one. I didn't expect there to be much of a difference. Obviously the striker Mane lost his feel for me when I started using him towards the last few games of his time with me. But yeah, the left wing one, didn't expect it to be much different, and I was just hoping that he could add into the goals. I think the main man in this team was always gonna be Kenny Dalglish, the 90 rated card, because he is just a ridiculous card. That is it. Everyone's used the 87 in draft and everyone knows what he's like. So the 90 card, absolutely crazy. And I'm gonna say right now, the 92 card, when that comes out, that will be one of the best cards on the game. Mark my words. But yeah, we are in the first game of the weekend league at this point, and you can see Kenny being the man that I thought he would be, scoring goals and getting into the right areas time and time again. Even here to be a provider for Firmino. Bobby Firmino, I have to say again, easily just one of my favorite cards on the game. Like, you can play him centre forward, you can play him centre mid, you can play him cam. I personally most of the time play him centre mid. Obviously in this team he was playing as more of a cam, and it was working initially. It was working, but I did think I needed to have a backup plan because 4-3-3 wingers, it's never really been my strength on FIFA. It hasn't been my strength for the past few FIFAs. I've always really gone with a 4-2-2, a 4-1-2-1-2 central, or a 4-3-1-2. Those are the formations that normally work for me. But yeah, I had to have a backup plan. So initially in these first few games, I was using the 4-1-2-1-2, no, the 4-3-3, and then sometimes I'd change it to the 4-4-2 with the attacking button. Here you can see Toby just came back from LA and he just jumped into my stream, hijacking it. So, you know, we had to turn it up for him a little bit. We had to try and show him some sort of goal. And we did that here with Kenny Dalglish inside the box, twisting and turning and finding top bins. I'm going to put this out here now. If you haven't used the card and you've got the coins to try him, if you've got like a Butcher on your team, or you've got like a Del Piero, sell them and try and get this Kenny card, because he's just the guy that you want in the box. 5-star weak foot, 4-star skills as well. That is what someone like Butcher lacks, to be honest, the 4-star skills. And Kenny Dalglish has that. Now he does go for about 1.7 million. So you are going to have to be quite rich on FIFA to afford the card. But you can see what he's doing for me in these early games, helping me along. And he was carrying quite a bit in these first few games. But yeah, this game sometimes, I don't know. That has happened to me time and time again. I think they need to have some sort of mechanic or button that helps you to jostle with people. So it comes down to a thing of the two players' strength stats or something and balance stats, because that thing where you have to use B and B is also the tackle button, it doesn't work in my opinion. It doesn't work. But regardless, we got that 3 out of 3 wins. We're going strong. Some people in the chat were talking of a 30-0 weekend league, but obviously I knew that was very, very optimistic, and we had a lot of tough games to go. But again, King Kenny giving us the lead there, and we were in pole position initially, but this guy just got straight back into the game. Very nice finish with, I think that was with the SBC Gomez. But one thing I did realize when I did my instructions is I didn't put stay back on Trent and I didn't put stay back on Robertson, and it was absolutely killing me, honestly. Like, the fact that EA haven't made it a standard thing for your fullbacks to be staying back is ridiculous, because they play like right wingers otherwise, and it's outrageous. Honestly, like, if you were watching live on the stream, you would have seen me bug out when I saw Trent steaming towards the corner flag, And then I thought if I got counter-attacked at that moment, I was done for. But yet again, moving the ball nicely here. Salah with that little shoulder drop that just sells people. And then we get the 4th goal in the game for Firmino to give us the win. There's the rage quit coming up as well. And that's always a good sign. When you're getting rage quits, you're scoring goals, it looks like it might just be a decent weekend. But like I said, plenty of games to go, still a lot of hard work to do. We went into game number 5 now. We're up against this guy, once again, Kenny Dalglish, showing his skill. And that is something that I'm finding to be overpowered on this game, you know, guys. The little fake shot just before you finish the fake shot, just pass it off. It sells people very, very badly. Yet again, the game doing what it does best. Mbappe getting in behind my team. And it's 1-1 in the game. You can tell by my reaction exactly what I thought of that goal. But it's the way FIFA works. Sometimes they get luck, sometimes you get luck. And it does come down to luck a lot, actually, when you think about it. Because I know there's games that I play sometimes where I think, you know what, that guy should have won that game. If I didn't get that lucky bounce or that lucky bobble, I probably should be losing. So it does get like that. As much as we do like to complain about the game and the gameplay and stuff, sometimes it really does come down to luck. As Mane gets there, a little lucky finish as well. But yeah, this game was a little bit tough at first. This guy wasn't making it easy, but we started to gain a gap between ourselves there. Mane getting his 2nd goal of the game, and then we started to move it. We were playing with confidence, and this is the football we can play on this game sometimes. Beautiful finish from Salah, and that was the end of that. That was no, that was the 5th win. Sorry, I thought that the other one was the 5th win. That was the 5th win there, and we were 5-0. We then went into this game. Some of the teams that I was coming up against were surprising me. It's not often you see people use guys like Aubameyang, but we take the lead there. Bobby Firmino, and you can see why I like the card so much, because if you look at his stats, attacking wise, defensively, he's so balanced, so well rounded, and it's just absolutely insane. So when I made that statement and I said, yo, Bobby Firmino is as good as, or if I think he's better than Hullet, in my opinion, for me. The reason I made that statement is you can see it. It's clear to see the involvement in the goals. Defensively, also, if you watch the games live on stream, you'll see defensively he does a major job for me. And I just thoroughly enjoy the card. And then when you take the price into consideration, he goes for around 650k. Hullet is 5 mil. So I was thinking, why have I got Hullet when I've got Firmino, who can do just as good, if not better than Hullet, in my opinion. Yet again, Firmino being provider, and we get the lead there with Mane. Nice tidy finish. And then Firmino, look, he's just involved. I don't even need to say too much. Setting up Kenny Dalglish, and we go 2-0 up. This guy then gets a little consolation initially, and I was thinking maybe he could get back into the game. But that wasn't the case. We battered him. We came out with a 2-1 victory, and then we went into the next game against this guy going with Rashford up front, which is not something you often see at this stage in FIFA. But yeah, he works his way into the box with Messi, sweats it to Rashford, and there is the goal to give him the lead. So when I go a goal down in FUT Champs, my head does go down sometimes a little bit, but if you can get back into the game straight on with an instant reply almost, you should be okay. And that's what I thought would happen. But then look, just look. Just look at that. Like, when stuff like that happens, you're thinking, nah. And even there, I've put enough power in that for it to go to Mane further up the pitch. No, it doesn't. It goes back to him. I've given the ball away stupidly, and I've lost my first game of the weekend. To be fair, that guy wasn't a bad player. I wouldn't say he didn't deserve the win, but the way he got his goals was very, very frustrating, and we had to take that one on the chin. So we were 7-1 there. It wasn't really a good look, to be honest. I don't like to get a loss that early in FUT Champions, and I have to say that is the first time since I've started playing FUT Champions this year that I haven't gone 10-0. So that was also a bit disheartening to break that. So we went into this game anyway. We lost 2-1, and we were just on a downward spiral. So that's 7-2. This is officially my worst ever FUT Champions start, and it was very disheartening. Like, honestly, I wanted to turn off the stream. I didn't really know what to do. My head was all over the place defensively. I was looking shaky and poor, and it seemed like everything that I thought this team was going to be, it just wouldn't reach those expectations. This guy was destroying me with Lacazette. I honestly didn't know what to do, and then as if things can get worse, that stuff was happening where I tried to go for a long throw. He threw it short. It's carried that throw on as well, where I've pressed the button so hard, and Salah gave the ball away. So what we had to do was we had to rejig, we had to rethink. I went to a 4-4-2 instead of the 4-3-3. That's why I don't like changing formation, because sometimes I forget to change formation in game and it costs me. So we were going with the 4-3-3 for the first half of the game. We changed to the 4-4-2 and tried to get back into the game, which we did so with a goal with Kenny Dalglish on that left foot, the 5-star weak foot being effective again, and we were trying to work our way back. So here Gerrard makes it 3-2. Do we have time? Do we have the opportunities to get that equaliser? Let's see. Kenny Dalglish into Firmino, and I couldn't believe that he missed that. I couldn't believe he missed that. And then in the last minute of the game, when you need a goal, no. I honestly, I just didn't know what to do. It was a terrible, terrible day. I don't know how that didn't go in, and it did really cost us. So as a result of that, I just thought, that's it. Like, I'm gonna get off the stream. Like, I can't currently do this. I didn't want to be like depressed or down on stream and give that energy to the chat, so I had to jump off. And then in the end we went off stream and I tried to play again because I was just so angry that I was losing these games and I couldn't believe it, but I was trying to rectify it and I just couldn't. I went into this game and I was just getting battered by this guy called Ratted. Like, literally I was getting battered, pulled all over the place, just looking. If you are watching this right now, does this look like what you're used to seeing, me just getting pulled apart? Not necessarily. I was really struggling and I didn't know what to do. Even here, the gap between my defenders, I don't know why Van Dijk was so high. I feel like we might have just got counter-attacked from a corner or something, and he made it 4-1. And I don't know, this weekend, the start to it was just not good at all. So I don't know, you guys just stick with it. This is our first time using the Liverpool team. We're trying to get used to it, and yeah, I don't know, you're gonna have to see if we can turn it around, because 7-4 is my worst ever weekend league start, and I hope that I never ever have one like this again. But check on the rewards video on Friday, check to see if we can pull it back. I'm hoping that we can. I'm pretty sure if you were in the stream that you already know what happened, but you know, you guys stick around, come back, wait to find out the result of this weekend, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.